Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, you beautiful people? It is 2:55 a.m. It's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday morning. I am on my way to the gym because the best way to win the day is in the morning time. Mentally take your day back by journaling. Physically take your day back by getting some strenuous exercise in there. And you can take over the whole day. And no matter what comes at you, you are prepared to handle. I was writing something in Facebook this morning because I typically don't go on there to read anything, but I will go on there to say something that I feel is inspirational to me. And it usually touches one or two people. And what I wrote was, if I never said I loved you, would you assume that I did? And if I never asked you how you were doing, would you assume that I cared? And the reason why I wrote that is sometimes you'll have a conversation with, especially a family member, and I would go so far as especially to say a parent, because the parent and the child relationship is unique. It's unlike anything else. They brought you into this world. They've cared for you. They've provided for you without anything in return. They're not asking for anything in return, all the way up until, well, hell, all the way up to the point that you die or they die or whoever dies first. But there'll become a wedge in that relationship, and the wedge will come because words aren't spoken. And this is how it'd be if you ask the parent. You say, hey, I feel a certain kind of way because I never hear you say you love me. Parent's response is, yeah, but you know I love you, right? And we're not talking about every parent, because every parent, some have the ability to just say it every day. Wake up. I think we say it in our house. It wasn't something that was said in my house. Probably wasn't something said that was in my father's house or my mother's house, right? Because you could tell what a person's pattern is. You could tell what is inherited based on how they do things. If there's a lot of yelling in the house, it could be a chance that was something inherited. Yelling is a part of what we do. So then if there's no asking, how are you doing? It's automatically supposed to be implied that if there was something wrong, you would tell me. Or it's automatically implied that you care. So you don't take anything like that for granted. The reason why I say that is because it's not received as, well, I just know you love me. There's nothing like hearing it. There's nothing like hearing it. And I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of that. Not saying it. You get a text message from me, or asking how you're doing. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. And is it implied that I care, or is it implied because I didn't ask that I don't care? You see how not saying something could be persuaded or taken either way? And now you have anger, you have animosity, you have a certain feeling that's in the air because something wasn't said. And because it wasn't said, the assumption and most likeliness is always on the side of bitterness, resentfulness, right? If I never come up and tell you I love you, it's almost a guarantee that you're not going to assume that I love you. If I don't come up and ask you how you're doing, it's not going to be assumed that I care how you're doing. It's the polar opposite, and people wonder why when words aren't spoken, why there's a misunderstanding. Because we have a tendency, we have a crocodile brain that's over a couple million years old that has a tendency to want to lean towards the negative aspect of the unknown. That's why a lot of us won't take the big leap into entrepreneurialism. Or we won't move in the direction of faith. Because everything on the other side of unknown is not associated with something that's going to take you to the next level. And that's why so many people won't make it. If you find yourself wanting to ever be great, and I'm talking about, when I talk about great, I'm not talking about how much money you make, because there's people who make a lot of money who ain't about nothing. But when I'm talking about great, I'm talking about being great with your words, being great with your action, being great with your intent, being great with your purpose. And when you embody those four things, you become great with your family. You become great with the people around you. When you lack the ability to exercise those things, essentially what you're saying is, I'm all right with you just assuming whatever you want to assume. And that's a problem. Because when you get a bunch of people assuming because you haven't said, then you have a war that is literally broken out and you don't know why. Just as much as you got to be responsible for what you said, you are equally responsible for what you did not say. If you want to level up and you want to get on top of things, you got to be equally yoked on both ends of what you say and what you don't say, or suffer the consequences of holding your tongue. Either way, the decision is yours.